Hi, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle, and I'm going to preview for you some of the projects that have wound up in my shop over the last few days, and we'll kind of get a look at some of the things I will be working on and some of them that may make it to video. So the first one actually comes in from Canada, of all places, and it's a Shimano. It's the Spyrix. It's the 2500 RG. It's got an issue with the back end here in terms of the adjuster cap, but more importantly, it doesn't have a anti-reverse. And I think this project got started trying to take the reel apart to get to the anti-reverse, and I've got the replacement spring and the like, and I'll see if I can manage to do a video on this one because a lot of people have some questions about that. So if you happen to have one of those and are interested, please let me know. I'll see what I can do to do the video. Second one up, I'm not quite sure what it is. It comes from Brandon in North Carolina. Let's see what shows up here. Always find it interesting. Sometimes I get contacted on the emails and then okay, so we have a spin fisher here. This is the Spin Fisher 4500. I've been working on a lot of these of late, and it says when he started using it, was working well, but he's taken it to 2 shops, and it appears that under any load, the reel is not holding. It's so it almost sounds like it's a drag issue, but he says it's very difficult to turn. So yeah, we'll take that one apart. I did a 4500 live liner in the past, and actually I have one of those in my shop right now that I'm working on. But maybe we'll do the 4500 and see if we can help Brandon out with that. Next one up is an interesting one. Most of the time you see this reel with a black side plate as opposed to a red one, but this is an older Pflueger Capital reel, and this one is seized. Just, I mean, it is just locked in. So these are kind of fun. This one actually has a single screw take apart system. I don't know if we're going to be able to take it apart or not. We'll see. Well, it's going to need some WD-40 and some convincing. Oop, wait a minute. Oh, we got a little bit of movement out of it. Probably not enough to turn it all away. There we go. Oh, we're getting closer. There we go. So we'll take a look and find out what's going on with this reel. It shouldn't be, well, we know what's not seized. I don't know. Something's odd there because it's something, because the gears are turning. So maybe it's the way that the main gear is meshing with it. I don't know. All right, well, I think we'll do this one just for fun. And I don't know if I solved it or not, but we're certainly going to be open to trying to figure that one out. So if you'd like to see that one, I think we'll do a video on that one just because kind of unusual. Yeah, something's locked up in there. So we'll figure it out. But we will take that apart and take a look at that. That's the Pflueger Capital. Troy, who's a local firefighter, brought me 2 reels. He brought me 2 reels that he was on the jetty and he got swamped, and now he says that they're just not working right. And I'll trust him with that because, yeah, the top of the stroke here, something's going on. That's usually a bent axle shaft, because it usually happens at the top of the stroke because the shaft is most exposed there. And if he got hit by a rogue wave, which is what he told me, and these things went down, that could have hit the jetty or something and could have caused damage. So we'll see. I'm going to believe that will be my first guess. And this one, he says the instant anti-reverse is slippery. So that again, if you're in a situation where you get swamped, sand gets into that anti-reverse clutch and it becomes erratic or it even stops working. So we'll see what we can do for Troy on that one. I got a request on this one actually. So it almost looks like the Penn Monospool. If you take a real quick look at this reel, it's got the burgundy side plates. The handle looks like Penn. It's missing the the knob here, but it looks like a pen. Looks like a pen front and center, looks like a pen underneath, but it's not a pen. The reel is a Lawrence, and there's a little story to tell with it, so I think I'm going to do a video on this one and show you it. It's if you go inside, it looks very much like a pen reel, and Lawrence was a New York City toy company. It was a New York City toy company is actually what its name was, and they manufactured some of their products up in Lawrence, Massachusetts, and so the reel took the name of Lawrence as the real brand, but pretty much it's just a design copy like a lot of those things were in the 40s and 50s, and we'll take it apart. We'll show you what this one is about. Somebody had asked about that. I got one in that I don't normally work on. It's kind of interesting. It's a rear drag fishing reel. The reason why I don't normally work on them is they're relatively inexpensive, and when these things break, they typically just wind up getting discarded and having somebody purchase another one. This one is a Quantum. It's the XR3. It's a 30 size. This one's actually running pretty nice, and I was just asked, could I tune it up and get it ready to go for next season. So I don't think I've done one of these. I'll go ahead and do that. This one's interesting. It's a rear drag. It does not have the Easy Cast feature. A lot of those drag reels have that finger flip that you can do. But even though it doesn't have it, it always resets to where that finger trip would be. It's kind of interesting. So I think that they probably had a Quantum XR something that had that easy flip on it, and then they had those that didn't. They share the same design. The only difference is the bail structure. So we'll do a video on that one. And then somebody sent me this one. It's the, I believe it's a Shimano MIZ, but the way I read things, it could be M1Z. I'm not sure. It's an older one. It kind of looks along the same line as a Daiwa Silver Series or a Penn Silver Series. It's certainly of that age. It does have the bump for the trip lever for your bail. Very heavy like all of the others, metal case, and bearing shot. You can hear that in the background. It is just a very loud and noisy bearing, and this one probably has stood the test. Here's a knob that I don't believe belongs on this reel, but I'm not going to do anything about it. It's working. I believe somebody probably put that on after the original may have broke. But other than that noisy bearing, this reel can go fishing. So let's take care of that noise. And let's get this one back on the jetties and on the surf again, seeing if it can't go catch some fish. And if this was just a matter of a bolt-on knob, maybe we can go ahead and get one of those big ball bearing leverage knobs that they have on the market today. Okay, next one comes in from Ralph in North Carolina. It looks like, well, looks like a parts tray. All sealed up. At least they didn't give the post office an opportunity to dump them. Some kind of a pen reel in here. Let's see what we got. All right, we got a reel in a box. It's a Peerless 9. So we'll put that back together for Ralph, and we'll take you through how to do that. Hopefully all the pieces and parts are there. And last one in then. This is another one coming from, well, I'm not sure where it's coming from. Connecticut. One of our good friends in Connecticut is sending me a box. So let's find out what's in the box. So if you enjoy these previews, I would ask you to subscribe. That way you won't miss any of these. And if you turn on notifications, you'll know exactly when I post. And that'll give you the opportunity to see them and not miss them. It looks like we got 2 reels in here. Well, we also have another reel in a bag project. This one is the Penn 420. Kind of looks like it's somewhat together, but it also looks like it's missing some pieces and parts, so we'll see what we can do with that. And we have one more here. It seems like it's a series of, can you help me put these back together? Somebody said taking it apart is easy, putting it back is not as. I'm not sure. Sometimes the stumbling is in the taking apart, like taking apart the wrapping on this. I'm afraid this one may be in pieces too. And this one is in pieces as well. So we have a Mitchell 302 in pieces. So we got three in pieces projects. We have a Mitchell 302, we have a Pen 4200, and we have a pen number 9. So add those to the list of things we're going to do. And then finally, I have a Hedden 220R. I haven't worked on a Hedden in quite a while. I think the last one I posted on my my YouTube videos was the 260. So we'll go do the 220R, and we'll show you how to take that apart, clean it up, and service it. So that's a preview. If I haven't done so already, thank you to all of our first responders, frontline personnel, and folks that are working to keep us safe during the pandemic. For those of us that are not that, in that role and responsibility, let's do our job as well. Let's maintain our social distance. Let's wear those masks. Let's make sure that we wash our hands, do all the things that they're asking us to do to stay safe. So with that, this is Dennis with Second Chance Tackle. Thank you for watching.